let's talk about ad revenue. Ad revenue is what most sites use to bring in money. If you go on any site, it doesn't matter where it is, any blog site, any site other than mine, you will see ads all over the place. They'll be on the right hand side, they'll be on the left hand side, they'll be on the top of the page, they'll be on the bottom of the page. They'll actually pop up and scroll and make you scroll up through the ad in order to see the rest of the content. Now, you know, in basically an editorial that I wrote about the second quarter starting and what we're doing, which you can catch right up there, is that I said there's not going to be any ads on the site whatsoever. And I'm committed to that. As I look through my phone, as I read articles from places like CNET, for example, nothing wrong with CNET, just know them because I just happen to look at them, is, you know, I scroll and halfway in the middle of the article is a stinking ad. I scroll some more, there's another ad. You know, and it makes it very long to read the article, and it basically just ticks me off. I'm not gonna lie, I hate that. It drives me nuts. So that's why I made the commitment not to have any ads. But the problem with that, and it's not a problem insofar as it's something you have to really account for, is that all those ads that you see within that article, if you go to their webpage, you see on the right hand side the clicks and everything else, all those generate revenue and money for CNET. As we all know how the ad system works for Google, it's clicks. The number of clicks you get means more money. So more clicks, more money. And Google does a good job of making sure that the ads that are going into your column or whatever on your page are applicable to what that viewer is really watching. They make no bones about not saying that up front, because that's exactly what they're doing. So the one thing that I have to contend with is, how do I bring in money to where it makes enough so that it offsets the cost that I'm personally putting into this? And this is a personal endeavor. You know, the office costs money, and although I'm not going to say how much that is because that's a confidential matter, but it does cost, and that is something you have to account for every single month when you're doing something like this. You must account for how much you're going to spend doing it. So that's why I'm really going through this process as if I was just an average person who had to work another job, who was trying to do this on the side to make enough to do one of two things. One, to help bring in a little bit extra income for the family, and two, to maybe quit their job and do this full time. And a good example of that is JayzTwoCents. If you ever get a chance to look at his videos, he actually talks about not too long ago about what he did and the reason why he decided to do it, which I think is outstanding for what he did. And I think that's a great inspirational video for people who want to do it, so you need to go watch it. I will link it below so you'll be able to see it and go right to it. Great things. But because I don't have all the ad revenue, I don't have the ads popping up every 2 frickin' seconds, I have to find out another way to bring in revenue. And let's just talk about that. Let's talk about revenue. Let's talk about what we need, what we have to do in order to make it work. You know, this isn't cheap, and I don't mean that in a bad way, because you can do a lot of things cheaply, aka use an older camera like is what I'm doing here. I'm using a Sony RX100 III, which is last year's little pocket camera. Takes awesome pictures, does a really great job of doing, really, you know, for a guy who just really super novice at photography and videoing, really covers that gap for me and does a great 1080p. Am I going to go to 4K in the future? Absolutely. But right now, here we go. You know, I've already got it, so it doesn't cost me anything. I've got a cheap tripod, cost me 15, 20 bucks or something like that, which I got last year when I got the camera. So I started out really with only one thing I have to spend money on, and that is an office. So when we talk about revenue, when we talk about what it takes to bring it in, you still have a lot of equipment to buy. You've got lights, you've got tables, you got tripods, you got stands, you got other video monitors, you got a better camera maybe you want to get. Maybe you want to get a Blackmagic 4K studio camera, or maybe you want to get the new Nikon that just came out. So it could be a number of different things you want to do. Or maybe you want to pay for your own server outside instead of hosting it in your house and paying and doing that regards, and let somebody else do your server, and then you have server costs. So you have to decide, how do you want to do it and what do you want to do. All that takes money. None of it's free and none of it's cheap. It's only cheap if you've already got it and you've already paid for it, and then you're not going to pay for anything else, and that's all you're going to use, and that makes it cheap. But you have to look at the total cost of everything that is involved in it, and you have to decide, A, do you have enough money coming in from maybe your regular job that you can afford your family life or all things you want to do personally and everything involved with this? If you don't, then you have to figure out how to get money in and revenue in. And those come in various different ways. You can do through YouTube videos, where you can get paid by YouTube for the advertisement that you click on, that people click on in the videos. You get that. You get the advertisement in the ads. If you run a blog, you get that. Except for my blog, there's nothing. It's, yeah, ad-free, baby. You become an affiliate partner with somebody like Amazon, or you see these links for people have sponsors like lynda.com, where they have a link, a special link or a special promo code. Well, they actually get part of that money. There's a percentage, whatever that percentage is, and only those people know what it is for that, and that helps bring in money. If you look at videos like Linus Tech Tips, you see that he always talks about something. There's always a sponsor for every single video or everywhere they go, because for what he's doing, the size of a building he has, the number of people he has doing editing and everything else, it requires a lot of money coming in, and that's how he's paying for his family as well. So that takes money. So what we do here is, to generate money, is we want sponsors, obviously. So Sony, I mean, if you're watching or listening, if you got an ear out, you know, I'm a Sony guy. Send it my way. You know, I'd be more than happy to use it, the dog out of it. We want those sponsors. We want people to have their names or their sites viewed, but we want to do it in a very classical way, a way that doesn't really intrude into what's happening with the video or with the content that we're providing. We're still not going to put any ads on the website, and we will do a lot of links so people can see that stuff and they can click those links and actually go look at stuff for themselves and make their own informed decisions. But we're not going to resort to, I guess, killing you and really upsetting you with the amount of ads on the site. Just not going to happen. So that leaves everything else. We have to get more money in, the revenue to come in to buy more things. Because I'm doing this in a way as if the average person would do it one thing at a time. Not all of us have the money to buy everything we need in one shot. We don't have the amount of time to really do everything in one shot. It just takes physical time. You have to justify the time that you use for something like this. You have to subtract time away from your family. You have to subtract time away from your friends to do it. So you have to really coordinate your time properly, which means you have to become a better manager of your time and a better manager of your facilities as well. You know, your house, your car, your equipment, your office, or your building where you're going to do everything. So it's not just putting a video out there, and it's not just writing something and letting it go. To really do it right, to really grow it, to really make it something super special that everybody enjoys, that a lot of people can get on board with, is you have to manage a lot of things. So ad revenue is one of those things that we're going to manage. We're going to manage it in through the videos as well as the links down below. We are a partner for Amazon, Amazon affiliate. So all the links you click on and you ultimately decide to buy something, we actually, ByronDoss.com actually gets revenue from that which you buy through that link. So change a bookmark to the link down below. So whenever you click on Amazon, it automatically goes. You can still search the entire Amazon store. You can still buy it exactly the same. Nothing changes except for the fact that now, by you buying the things that you're going to buy anyways, Amazon will contribute a little bit of money to us, and that allows us to make a little bit of money. It's not going to be stellar. It's not going to be millions of dollars. But what's it going to do? It might pay for the office. It might pay for a new tripod. It might pay for a new camera. Don't know. But it allows us to bring in a little bit of money to do the things we need to do. I'm not going to tell you to click on the links in the YouTube because, one, I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think they're there. If you like them, you like them. Click on them. If you don't, don't. That is the beauty of that. And quite frankly, I just don't want to do that. If you like them, click on them. If you don't, don't. You know, that's the joy of it. And the last thing we're going to look at is how we're going to get sponsors and how we're going to get people to sponsor stuff. And you will see sponsor videos, but those three means of revenue is how we here at ByronDoss.com are going to hopefully offset the cost of doing this. So, ad revenue, we're not doing. So no clicks per anything. We are doing associated links. Amazon is one of them. You got the links with YouTube for the ads below, but that's a standard YouTube partnership that everybody can do. It's totally free. So did the Amazon affiliate program. That is totally free as well. So if you want to start these things, then definitely get in that bandwagon so you can monetize your videos as well as have an associate link so when people do go buy stuff, a little bit of that money comes back to you. The third thing is sponsorships. And we're going to be looking for sponsorships. Hopefully we'll get some good sponsorships in here. People like Sony or Blue Microphone or Sennheiser, Omega Watch, because I have an Omega. If you just, really, Seamasters are awesome. And that's no plug for Omega, but I'm just saying, I've had mine for well over 12 years. Been ran over several times, and sucker still keeps on kicking, and I love it. So we're going to be doing that and hopefully bringing a little bit of money in to offset the stuff so we can keep bringing you great content, go places where we need to go, video the things we need to do in the way that you like it and what you want to do. So that's where we are right now. Rock and roll. So again, comments, leave them down below. You know, everybody says do the like or dislike. I don't really care. You know, hit the button, don't hit the button. I never hit the damn buttons because, you know, if I like it, I watch it again. If I don't, then I don't. It's that simple. The like and don't like buttons don't do anything for me. But you're most definitely welcome to do it. And then always send me an email, Byron@ByronDoss.com, and let me hear what you got. Throw me ideas. Throw me the ways you want to do things. If there's something you want to see, if there's something you want to learn about, anything. And obviously go onto the website and look at the articles that we have there. Again, we do have a couple of reviews, some things coming up. And we got some more giveaways to give in. We got our second quarter giveaway, which is our Chromecast audio, our Chromecast and then Chromecast audio, so you get both of the things in one shot. And then and I'll put a link below so you can see that stuff. And then that's pretty much it. Nothing else good and exciting other than we're still trying to make sure that we're giving you what you need. Yeah. Duck face. Still stupid. See ya.